seen anybody in the chat yet, but we'll go live. Yep, we're live on YouTube as well. So there we go. Yeah, ain't nobody in here yet, but according to this, to the looking at the YouTube thing, I got one viewer, so that's got to be you.
No, it's not me. I'm not viewing, so I don't know.
Yeah,
somebody's out there probably. Either that might be that YouTube auditor, thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, because seeing if I say anything is going to get me.
Yeah. If we're here breaking any of their laws or rules, who knows?
Yeah, I noticed. YouTube hasn't eased up on any of their restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but hey, I mean, as much as everybody says use Rumble, YouTube is still where everybody's at.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pick up new people, this is the place to do it at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still the biggest game in town, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Raphael's in the house. So at least we know we got one person here.
That's a start.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow tonight. But then again, I haven't been Mr. Reliable, as like I used to be. So, I used to put, don't get me wrong, but I used to put this show first. I wouldn't do things because I had my show to do.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. I decided to not say screw it, but so when it comes to family and stuff, go ahead and do them.
Well, it's priorities. It's not like you're fleecing people for money or anything like that on here. So
yeah.
Even if you were, family should come first. At least decent family. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all got a couple family members we wish we didn't, probably, but at least I do.
Yeah. Oh, 2 live moves in the house too. Anyway, so people are starting to come in. We even got Gun Hobo. He says he's lurking in the background there, so there might be a couple of more lurkers out there. So let me introduce my panelists at the moment. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to show up, but we got New York Outcast. How you doing?
Been better, Rick. Been better. I might sound okay, but that's because I've already had a meltdown today. So
meltdown. Wow, that's got to be serious.
Oh yeah. Had to get up at 2:30 a.m. to get ready for work. Had to work. Did all that stuff. Everything went great. Then I get a call. Before I come home, can I go pick the cat up from the vet? So that's already like a little bit of a bummer because when you get out of work, you're just you're just trying to get home. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to mess around all the Well, so I go do that, come back, hit a damn pothole.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Well, apparently, get home, look, and my tire's got a big old boob on it.
Oh, from the pothole.
Yeah. So it was bad. I was shocked I even was able to continue driving. These damn roads, we can give billions away to other countries for gay studies and how a monkey likes to shit, but we can't even have our roads decent where I can drive down the road without blowing my damn tire.
Yeah.
Kind of pisses me off. So obviously,
New York State, you're paying for all those illegal immigrants in hotels.
There's something. I don't know what the hell we're paying for, but this is crazy. That's a monster pothole. It might have been a problem in my truck. Well, the 10-ply tires probably would have handled it, but man, this is crazy. Let me tell you. So anyway, so I get home. I'm like, I got to do something about that. So I grab the spare, throw the spare on, and it's on the front, obviously. Calling around trying to find if anybody's got this tire in stock. Nobody's got it. and get it. It's on back order at one place. Of course, way more than I paid for it, but it's gonna be maybe next week. And this is an all-wheel drive car, so I can't just be, you can't do that. You're gonna destroy the drivetrain. It just feels all jerky when you're driving it because the computer's trying to compensate for the tire difference in a sense.
Yeah.
So, I grab one of my old tires, find the shop, run over there, have them mount and balance, which turned out to be an issue. Nobody wants to mount a used tire that I know is fine. Yeah, because they were fine until the lady curbed one of them, and I bought the last set.
Yeah.
Finally get a guy to do it, and so that's what I paid like $36. And obviously, I had to order a brand new tire, which should be here Friday. And then I got to go pay to get that mounted and balanced again. And in the end, it's not the same tire. Like the tread's not the same. So more than likely, I'm going to end up having to buy 3 more damn tires. So, goddamn, I'm not not very happy.
No, I don't blame you.
And it's all, and the state's supposed to cover this. Like if you hit potholes and all this stuff, I looked into it. So, I called the city because first that's where I figured I'd start.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out the stretch I was on is owned by the state because it's technically a highway. So now I got to go talk to the state. So I talked to them and they're like, sure, we do, but not during these dates. I can't remember what it is, but we're right in the middle of it because of them plowing and stuff. So, I'm sitting here wanting to melt down. Like what, like what the hell? Like, of course, the time you should cover it when the plow trucks around here are scraping and shooting up sparks, tearing up all the patches, you don't. Like what the hell?
And that's why they don't.
Yeah. Well, now I'm stuck. Come to find out, I'm out there swapping tires because I had them throw it on and they just put it on the front. So when I got home, I decided to throw it on the back because it's less vibration and stuff, which is the case. Now you almost can't even tell that there's an off tire on there, but you could prior when it was on the front. But Subaru had like a 60-40 setup, unless you're in on it or bad terrain. But anyway, so basically I've been since what? So I think 3 o'clock or so. I've been screwing around, calling the state, calling the city, trying to find garages down there, messing with my tire twice, swapping stuff around. My neighbor's telling me he just had his blow last week. Same thing, hit a pothole and but he's so fed up he didn't even bother even trying to call the city. He said I won't say what he said on live air, but basically for his sanity and freedom, he wasn't going to call them because he already had a feeling how it was going to go. So this is ridiculous. And the lady from the States telling me she just had it happen too. So it's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. I bet you the amount of money they have to fork out this time of year for potholes, that's why they don't do it.
Yeah, well, they're claiming they can't make repairs during the season. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You can't make a good repair, but you can throw a brick in the hole. I don't give a shit. Do something. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be a 1-foot hole in the middle of the highway like that. Like, is it on me for not seeing it? I guess partially, yeah, but you wouldn't expect that on the road. I mean, what the hell, So yeah, that's been my evening. And what? The end of last week, a good friend of mine died too. So all of a sudden, so that was kind of a shitty deal. But that's actually I think last Tuesday. So but so it's just man, it's been pretty crazy. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just pisses me off when you think about I'm sitting at a tire shop. They're talking about the news, that Doge thing, and we're giving all this money to all this other shit. I'm over here busting my ass, and now I got to deal with blown ass tires because of the damn potholes. And they won't even pay for my damn tire, but we can send plane loads of money across seas. Arms, weapons, leave all types of. I can't get a goddamn tire as a taxpayer.
Yeah. I
This
know.
is freaking ridiculous, man. I'm betting the illegals in New York City got cars with a lot more than what my tire's worth on it for free that we paid for, but I can't get a goddamn tire.
Mm.
Oh,
Hey, what can we say? Unfortunately, that's just, that's government for you. It doesn't matter whether it's
oh,
federal or
God.
state.
Yeah, this is horrible. So it pisses me. Anytime I got to unexpectedly spend money like that, and especially stupid shit, just pisses me off. And
Yeah.
it's more the hassle that, to do it right, I really got to replace all four, and
Yeah, well, you need to.
damn it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, for right now, until you get around to doing that, is put that when you get that new one Friday, put that one on the back too.
Yeah, I probably will. So the tread difference won't stand out so much. Yeah. But yeah, it just annoys the hell out of me. And I don't have any downfalls with the tires. Actually, I like them, but now that they're worn in, they make a little bit of noise, more road noise than they did. But they grip fine for being, Walmart tires. Because I was in a jam last time and bought a set real quick, So, oh god. So now I'm gonna, basically stuck buying another set of these tires, which I didn't get my mileage out of them. I can tell you that now. They're not bad or anything, but if you look at the wear, they're not holding up to what they said. So, and I rotated them properly, on the schedule, all this. So, but they're cheaper tires. What do you expect? So, it would have been nice to take my time, do a little more research, buy a better quality tire, but now it's like, I got a damn gun to my head. So with a bunch of other stuff I'm paying for currently too. So that's just, and now the lady's talking about some $400 pottery class she's trying to get me to pay for. But god damn it. So welcome to Rob's world, man.
Yeah.
I got a lot to bitch about tonight. So
That's okay. That's all right. I don't mind. I'm normally doing it. Hey, but at least look on the bright side. You have 3 tires they can use for spares.
Yeah, and I can keep those with my other 3 for spares. God damn it.
Hey, all them goddamn tires, you're gonna go have to rent a lockup to put them all in.
Yeah, I got a spare set for my truck too. So it's like, geez, like this is getting ridiculous now. I'm gonna have to find one of them European 3-wheel vehicles just so I got an excuse for these tires or something. I don't know.
Well, or set up one of them. I don't know how it's like in New York, but over here, I mean, they got places here that will sell used tires.
Yep. They have them here. There's one across the border in PA that's pretty well known and everybody loves. I just gave up on buying used tires when I think by the time I hit like 20 or something.
Well, I know, but I'm saying with all the tires you've got, you could set.
Maybe I can sell them. Yeah. I mean, used, if you're in a jam, I get it. I understand, but you're always chasing tires. Because I used to be that dude that would go to the junkyard and grab some tires and didn't care. But you're always chasing tires at that point. And it's get a little older. You're like, buy one. You shouldn't have to worry about it for a few years, and it's easier that way. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But now with an all-wheel drive, they all got to match anyway for best result.
Well, it looks like maybe the pottery class isn't on the cards this time around.
Well, she's talking a trip to Florida. I mean, I got a screaming discount. Basically, get a hotel for a week for like $500, which would normally be almost 32 or something. But it's it's a great deal, but it's just more shit on top of more shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad she ain't here right now, but it's a lot of shit. It's not the best time of year for me either. So I've been working a lot, but still, I'm not trying to spend everything I make. That's the key. It's not how much you make; it's how much you can save.
Yeah.
So I'm spending too much damn money, Rick.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I was going to buy the kid gun, so I already told the kid I was buying her a gun, so there's $500-600 right there too. So it's like,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, yeah, I know. Tell
You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work more overtime, get some
Yeah.
more
As
jobs.
soon as I say that, and try to take her to the shop, and then they're closed, and they should have been open. Now the lady, she feels left out. Now she wants a $400 some odd dollar pottery class. So it's like,
Yeah,
goddamn.
that's just not it. All because of a pothole.
Yeah, that's just the icing on the cake. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
So anyway, let's have a look. I never did get around to who was first in the chat room. By the way, was Raphael, then Two Live Moo, Gun Hobo, Tactical Fud, Jacob is in. All right. Oh, Jacob bought himself a new firearm. He's got a Canic. Is that how you pronounce it? TP9.
Nice.
Yes, that is nice.
Must be nice.
It must be. It must be nice. Yeah. Anyway, now that Rob stopped for a second, is to let everybody know, not being here last week, it's my aunt or aunt, however you wish to pronounce it, one who's 85, 86 years old. It's they didn't think she was going to make it, but she is. A week later, she is still hanging in there. It's just a matter of time now. What the doctor said, she just don't want to give up. So, what can I say? I don't know how to best put it. I mean, I went and saw her, make sure, did she know I was there at the time? I don't think so. From what I can understand, is lucid. Is that the word? She's more aware of what's going on around her right now.
Yeah,
Than
maybe
she was when I went and saw her.
The good thing is you were there, so that's it probably matters later or to you, so it wouldn't matter to me. Yeah, I mean, so
yeah. So anyway, that's where I was last week. That's why I had to not have the show, but there you go. So what I was going to mention was, I was talking about how I want my top of my list is my suppressor. Then it's the 410, lever action shotgun. But I think the only thing that's stopping me putting it near the top of my list is, I think you're like this, is I love the look of that new Smith & Wesson. Well, it's not new, been out for about a year. The 1854 rifle they're making now.
okay. Honestly, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it's a lever action.
Okay. Right? Actually, yeah, I think I did when it first came out. Everybody was talking about it, but I didn't pay much attention. Sorry about that.
But where I'm going, the suggested retail is $1,300 for Christ's sakes.
13 what?
Yes.
1,300.
That's what I saw, unless I misread it.
You said from Smith & Wesson?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like black and kind of tactical?
They had one. Then they have a wood stock one too. That looks more traditional.
Okay, is that one the 1,300 and the black one's like 6?
I don't think it ain't that cheap.
Like what the hell? Wow.
Let me see if I can see anything on here about it. I just happened to see this the other day, and I thought, I wonder. I thought I could add that to my list, but I said that price is just putting me off.
That's a bit. What caliber did you say it was?
They come in 44 Magnum or 45 Colt.
Okay. Well, I can see that probably being a little more money, but 1,300. Whew.
Here you go. Where we go? Here you go. Well, actually, here you go, the MSRP, and this is showing the. Let's see. Look,
Not that we're trying to sell anything.
no.
Google.
I'm just saying the text. The let's see, walnut. Okay, that one is $13.99. That's the MSRP.
Okay, so probably
Right.
1,300 somewhere in there. Yeah.
You know, so oh man, that's expensive.
Yeah.
You know,
That's up there. I mean, especially for, not in my opinion, a lever action gun, which, to me is like an antique. It's not, but you know what I mean? As far as like I say that and I feel bad about saying it because, that antique will do good work. Don't get me wrong, but it's just,
yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
let's have a look. They do it in 44 Magnum, 357 Magnum, and 45 Colt. Right? I'm just having a look here. Right now, no, every one of them is $13.99.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so what? Say
Proud of those.
over between 1,000 and 1,100, I reckon. The time you might get it at the store. That's outrageous.
Yeah, I think that's a bit much. But
Yeah.
those guns are typically more money. Yeah, I mean, you look at the Henrys and stuff like that, but at least, the Henrys is supposed to be something special, quality, whatever.
Yeah.
But from coming from Smith and Wesson, it does seem like a bet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, so I'm not saying it's not on my list, but it ain't high up on my list.
Yeah. You hit the lottery, somebody stops by and throws you 20 grand or something.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, more than likely, as much as I want a suppressor, I just don't. The thought of paying the average. I mean, I found one that I like that I could use. It's not expensive. To me, it's expensive, but compared to some, it ain't expensive. It's around $600, right? But then you got to pay $200 on top of that for that stupid tax stamp. So now you're looking at $800, where I could get 2 410 lever action shotguns for that price. So I don't know. Maybe the 410, maybe just edging out the suppressor just a little as my next purchase. That's all I'm saying, So, but hopefully with the weather, I don't know what it's like up there in New York, but right now we're up in the 60s for the last few days. And it's going to be that way up until the weekend.
Must be nice. We're expected to hit 50 tomorrow, and this is as warm as it's been since fall, or it hasn't been this warm in quite a while. So I'm loving it personally because you're conditioned or climatized, whatever they want to call it, for the cold. So now I'm outside in a light thermal and t-shirt working, and fine. As long as you're not in the shade. A little cold in the shade, but and it's been like 44 today, something like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to warmer weather. 60s would be nice, you lucky SOB. But
it's going to be 60 and sunny on Friday, so I'm taking the 308 there behind me.
Nice.
I'm going to go shoot it. So
there you go.
Yeah. Now to shoot it while the weather's nice, as I mentioned the last time I was live, is I become, in my old age, I become a fair weather shooter. why stand out in the freezing cold when you don't have to? You know, I'm not saying that, if you are in a situation where somebody's attacking, you've got to do
Yeah.
that. But that's a different situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, a lot of people would say, and that there's probably a better phrase for this. I've been a little flustered, but kind of, train the way you live in a sense. And I know there's a different phrase for that, but if you're not outside in the cold doing your job half of it, and yeah, I don't, really, not that you shouldn't still go and practice, but it's not maybe not as crucial as somebody that does work outside all damn day and stuff.
yeah.
So, if you're out there anyway all day, what's to do? You might as well still go to the range, in my opinion. But I guess if you sit in an office or in your house all day and whatever, then, make whatever trips you can do, but I can see people doing less. So, I mean, I shoot less in the winter lately too. So, but I don't have, I'm only responsible for me and mine currently. Not that like that's an excuse, but if you're paid to do it, you should have your ass out there. Yeah, you should be the best you can be. So if you're a security guard, if you're an officer, well, we know they don't do that, but anything, you know, along those lines, we'll just put it that way. You should be on par, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, man, Tactical Fud, real quick. Tactical Fud said it was 75 today where he's at. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Just rub it in there, buddy.
Yeah. See, I got to the point like the other day. I mean, about the last 3 days or so, though. Well, what's it, Wednesday? Over the weekend, I came down with the 2-day flu or whatever you want to call it, or some disease, what's epidemic that's going around that everybody's got around here. My head was, pounding, my nose was running, lasted a couple of days. But
There's
I was down
something
with
like
that.
that going on around here too. It hasn't bothered me, but I've heard a lot of people have had issues and things like that lately. Same type of thing. So it might be more than just your area.
Yeah, but where I was going with this is like you were saying. I mean, but like during that cold snap we had here, I mean, one day it didn't get above 6 degrees all day. Now that's cold. I don't give a shit where you're living, right?
Oh yeah.
And so I see, because I am retired, I didn't even go over to my buddy's house. I said, hell no, I ain't even going out to get it to start up the truck. I stayed in all day.
I feel like that, but I can't. But yeah, I don't even want to go pump gas when it's cold like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh god. But you just hit that switch and do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. I mean,
You
I
don't
don't
have
have to
to
do it
though.
now.
Yeah,
See?
you don't have to. Yeah, there's a
Yeah, but
difference.
back in the day, I did. So yeah. Anyway, so that's let's see. I talked about that shooting on Friday. I said I'm going to shoot the 308, but I'm also going to practice with the carry gun. Should always practice with that. At least shoot off 2 or 3 magazines if we don't do anything else. Well, what we got? Pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been a rush night, so taking a shortcut and ordering pizza.
Nah, I don't blame you. Oh, you ain't gonna believe what I've ate for the last 2 nights.
Oh boy.
Salad. I've had salad for the last 2 nights. Mind you, along with my other stuff,
Congratulations, Rick.
but I've been eating salad.
Make me proud.
Yeah, well, it's that time of year. The weather's warming up. So I had, well, I mean, like tonight though, I had pork chops, baked potato and a big old salad on the side. It was good. I definitely enjoyed that salad. It went
Oh,
down. It went down nice. You know, because I ain't had one for a couple of months. So macaroni.
couple months.
Who's eating? Oh, Gizzard Gary, macaroni salad. Oh my God, that is as bad as eating cheese. And talking about that, I was at the diner today. I ordered myself. She goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "She said we don't have." I didn't get there till around 10ish. She said we've sold out of the breakfast special, which on Wednesdays it's biscuits and gravy. It's same every Wednesday. You know, she said, but the lunch special was Polish sausage. And I said, no. I said, it's breakfast time. I said, I'll have a sausage and egg on a toasted bun. Right? I said, thank you, and a sweet iced tea. She goes, you want cheese on that? I said, ugh. You know, I gritted my teeth. I said, no, thank you. I said, cheese shouldn't be a breakfast item. I thought it was funny. I was laughing when I was telling her, you know. She didn't think
no
it was
wonder
funny.
she approaches you like, what do you want?
You know? Yeah, cheese is not a breakfast item. Hey, the other night I had grilled cheese for dinner. I eat cheese. I just don't like it before noon. It's not a breakfast item. I'm sorry. It just ain't. You know? You ain't going to change my mind. So, yeah.
You're a strange one, Rick.
And all they're doing, but it's not real cheese. They're slapping a slice of American on it. And American's 2 molecules short of plastic anyway.
Yeah. American is definitely not the best, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, but I tell you, my egg and sausage on a bun, toasted bun, went down quite well. And the price didn't change, which surprised me. I thought they would charge more because of eggs, the price of eggs nowadays. Even down here in Indiana, they're $7 a dozen. You know? It's so
crazy. Yeah, I got an egg guy. I pay him more than I should, but I don't think prices are like that here. I haven't looked recently, so.
Jacob says, any of you take a pile of cheese on the skillet with some seasoning and crisp it up? It's good.
I've done it. It is good.
I don't know. Patriot in the Dark said, did you see the video where the British kids were given biscuits and gravy? They were thinking scones and nasty brown gravy, but it was American goodness. Oh, I like biscuits and gravy. You know, I do, but I don't, I don't eat it every week. But I like biscuits and gravy. Always have done. So I'm, I'm sort of, I am Americanized. I just don't eat macaroni and cheese. And I don't eat cheese for breakfast. And I'm not the only American like that. I've had a couple that say the same thing, but they're not as vocal as I am because they don't want you guys to jump on them. You know,
I think they just say that to make you feel better, like you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Some people would call Biden an American. I would think he's a robot. I don't know.
Some people would call Obama an American.
Yeah. Some people might call Obama an American, and I guess that's debatable too. So,
Yeah. The British can't understand an American biscuit. It's a roll. It's like a it's a roll, a bread roll. It's the way I always I knew what it was growing up because my father being an American. We used to have biscuits, at dinner time and shit like that. And biscuits and gravy. I've had that when I was a kid growing up. But a biscuit to an English person is a cookie.
Yeah, well, technically, as Americans, there's a difference between a biscuit and a roll. So rolls are usually kind of a different texture.
More like bread.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to come up with something that was comparable. Yeah, but I guess a biscuit is more like a scone, if texture-wise, But a biscuit to an English person is a cookie. Oh, that's what they call cookies or biscuits. So.
Damn weirdos.
Well, we've had this argument many, many times. The as it's known as now, the King's English was around a lot before the English colonized this country. That's all I'm saying. And then all the immigrants that came to this country who didn't know how to speak English just butchered it, and that's how you landed up with American.
I mean, your whole short pants thing, that one gets me too. I mean, you say short pants and I'm thinking high waters, capris.
Yeah.
Not shorts. Yeah. Not shorts. Shorts are shorts. You're using an extra word to describe something. So maybe Americans were lazy and we just, say shorts instead of short pants. But yeah, it's shorter. It seems logical to just call them shorts.
Yeah. I mean, I do nowadays, since you guys ridiculed me and gave me a complex. When I start talking about wearing shorts, I stop and make sure I only say shorts, and don't say short pants,
That's a good American. You're learning.
Yeah. But which is kind of strange because they were short pants, but a pair of pants in England are called trousers.
No, what the hell? So now it doesn't make any sense.
Hey, what can I say?
Well, you got the driving stuff down, like parkway. You don't drive on a parkway, versus driveway, things like this. That kind of makes sense, but I don't know about the bonnet.
And, the one that I think's funny now, right, is going to the parking lot. Over there, you go into the car park.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are like, Rick's at hospital or whatever. Not Rick had to go to hospital, at hospital or whatever. So that's a shortening it up. So for some reason, when it comes to short pants, you guys add an extra word. So you're not even consistent. I mean, what the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, but well, shorts are more of a, like if you're playing soccer, your uniform, you're wearing a jersey and shorts.
And trainers.
Yeah. Trainers. Because it's used to train. You wear them when you're training.
Yep. They're making music videos or walking around town. Yep.
Yeah.
So
how come you make it all about me for today? You
What do you call shoes you don't train in?
know,
All right.
actually, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of things beyond.
Damn, so you're not even a good Brit.
Not anymore.
Oh shit!
Hey, I've lived here continuously since 1995 now. So it's been a long, long time. You know? So I think I've lived over here longer now than I actually lived in England in one continuous go. You know? So I am, more American now than I am Brit. So there you go.
Yeah, we'll cut you slack.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I was born in England, but moved to. I don't remember it. I can only remember it from. I remember family movies that my parents used to show growing up. Is when I was 3 months old, we moved to Spain for 3 years. Right. Then, so when I was 3, we moved back to England, and we were here for about 3 years. Then where did we go? We went to, where was it? I believe we went to, when I was 3, we lived here for 3 years, so I was around 6 or 7. I believe, if I remember correctly, we went to Michigan for 3 years.
That's where you went wrong.
Right. Then when we left there, we went to France. We went to live in France for only 7 months because that was around the time the French kicked the Americans out. Right. And so but when we got kicked out of, when the Americans military got kicked out of France, we went back to England again. See, so that's what I'm saying, back and forth. Then I went back to, then when my father retired from the military in 1972, I lived in England from 72 to 93 continuously. Then 93 to 95, I was living in Germany. Then I came here in 95. Right.
So we got Spain, France, America, Germany.
Oh, somewhere in there, I lived in the Philippine Islands too.
Philippines. All right.
Yeah, it was during the Vietnam War. That's when I,
Oh,
yeah.
You definitely got kids you're not telling us about.
So it was, I had a hell of a life. You guys don't know what I went through, Yeah. So there we go. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So there you go. You got a quick rundown of my history. There you go. I hit the high spot. So what? I'm trying to think. Was there anywhere I mentioned I lived? Oh, I lived in Kansas one time for a little while. Lived in Missouri. Where else did we live? Lived in Georgia? Where else did we live? Colorado. And where else did we live here?
And this was all as a kid, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What state did you like the best? Or what did you consider home? Like,
here in the States?
Yeah, or anywhere. Yeah. Did you consider overseas home? Did you consider?
At the time, I considered growing up. I considered England home.
Okay.
That's where I'd lived most of my life.
Yeah, that makes sense, kind of. Yeah. But now,
the Indiana's home.
All right, just clarify.
I lived, when I came back in 95, I actually went to Georgia for the second time. I left Georgia in 1972 to go live in England. Then I left Germany and came back to Georgia in 95. And I lived there for a few years. Then from Georgia, I went to Maine. Then I went to Connecticut. Then I went to Rhode Island. Then I came here.
Now
Yeah.
you remember all that, but you can't remember what you ate for dinner last night.
I had hamburgers last night. Hamburgers, homemade French fries, and salad.
Oh, fine. You called me out the once. Okay, you got me.
You know. And tonight I had pork chops, baked potato, and salad. So, you know.
We had pork
Mind you,
chops, salad.
I did smother the salad in zesty Italian dressing. You know.
And what kind is zesty Italian?
What do you mean? What kind of zesty Italian?
Well, there's different brands. The bottle stuff, or did you make it yourself?
Oh, bottled stuff. Didn't make it. I
Okay.
cheated. Bought the bottled stuff.
Okay.
You know.
I got problems with the bottle Italian. Seems like when you buy it and use it, it's fine. You throw it in the fridge and it gets like jellified, kind of. It's weird.
Yeah, see, I've noticed that.
Yeah, I don't like that. So I usually get the. Lately, I've been doing the Olive Garden Italian dressing, but been doing that for so long that just this last salad, I switched back up to the powder mix where you got to mix it yourself.
Oh yeah. But I'm not a connoisseur on salads like yourself. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get there.
Ate salads. See, I told you I do eat them. Been a while, but you know, and I'll give credit. The young lady made it. She said, "If I make a salad, would you eat it?" I said, "Absolutely." And it was good too. You know, to me, when I make one, I just throw a couple of items in it and call it good. You know, this had all kinds of stuff in it: carrots, radishes, tomatoes, lettuce.
There you go.
It even had broccoli in it.
Nice.
You know,
sounds good.
So I'm trying to think what else was in it. You know, it was good. So I don't think we got any left. You know, so I think we finished it off tonight between the two of us. Because she made a big bowl of it. So
nice.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my topics. What was I going to talk about? Well, I was going to talk the ATF. You know, now I'm hearing two different things. I'm hearing somebody saying that, well, on the news and all the YouTube wannabes are saying that the FBI director is now the acting ATF director at the same time, which is good because he does talk a good Second Amendment game. What's his name? Tash, whatever his name is, Bertel, and he does that. But then somebody else mentioned that that a past employee of the ATF, an agent named Kelly, is going to be the new director. I don't know how true that is, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard there's some stuff going on about it, but personally, even if it's somebody I think I may like, the proof's in the pudding. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I don't really trust any of these damn people. So let me see what you're gonna do, and maybe I'll support you. But I doubt it. So maybe though.
Mind you, also, as much as you hear everybody screaming, "Get rid of the ATF, abolish it. That's what should be done with it," and everything else. I'm not arguing with you, but in reality, I don't see it happening. I reckon they might gut it some. Right now, from what I understand, it doesn't have any agents, that are carrying guns coming pounding on your door right now. They're all doing immigration patrol down at the border. So the only people left at the ATF now are the ones who are, taking care of, you're applying for FFL and that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't necessarily believe that. I'm sure they probably have like high priority cases or something along those lines where, the big fish are still being worked on probably, but the little guys, the harassment and the BS, might be getting a pass at the moment.
Yeah. So anyway, but as you said, it's in the
Lost your audio. I can't hear nothing. I don't know if the cat did something because I thought I heard a meow, and then the next thing you know, it might have been our cat, but maybe it's on my end. I'd ask the crowd if you can hear me. I can't see them either. So,
all right. Can you hear me now?
Yep, hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, my computer came up and said your mic is no longer working.
Huh.
So all I did was unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it's working now. So,
Well, I don't know. Maybe a bad connection or something, or
yeah. More than likely, I've actually got it plugged into because it's a UBS plug on it. I got it. It's not plugged directly into the computer. It's plugged into a one of them banks that you can put a bunch of
splitter.
What?
A splitter.
Yeah, this kind of thing.
This
kind of thing. Something similar to this.
Yep. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It more like that because that's more like a cheap Chinese thing.
Sometimes those are known to give you issues too. Just so you know.
Yeah. So that's more likely what it is.
Well,
I might be better off plugging it straight into the actual computer itself. So anyway, it's working right now. So back to what I was saying is about the ATF. You would have to, for it to, it's got lots of different departments. You got the departments that take care of the FFLs, right? I'm just talking on the gun side. You've got the people that take care of, because it's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and explosives. So who takes care of the alcohol and tobacco? They've got to go somewhere. Then when you come down to the firearms, you got the 4473s. They're not meant to have on record, but they do. You've got if you are a gun manufacturer or something and you make a new part, you've got to send it to them for they can classify it, what it falls under, and hopefully it stays the same from that day onwards. But the ATF has a bad habit of changing definitions on us. Where does that department go? There's more to it than just let's do away with the ATF. As much as I would love to see it gone, you've got to look at the logistics of it all. Who goes what, where? Somebody's got to do that job.
I think. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, I think it could definitely be limited, broke down. I mean, personally, focused on more bigger things like, personally, I don't see any problems with you making small explosives on your property. If you're not harming anybody, it shouldn't really matter. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of us have had fun with a Molotov cocktail in the past, experimenting, using different things. We've all done shit maybe you're not supposed to do
Yeah.
where you did it or whatever the case is.
Well,
We're
yeah.
all still here. We didn't kill anybody. It was a
No.
good weekend. I don't understand what the problem is.
Also,
Go
I
ahead
don't
and do
know.
something crazy. That's different. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. I don't know. I just think a lot of this,
Oh, I agree with you. I
it's
mean,
ridiculous, and all goes back to the government getting their taxes, like with alcohol and all this other. It's all
Yeah.
about freaking money control. Let us do what we want to do. They'll have less to worry about, less people getting free health care, all this shit. If a few people blow themselves up, eat Tide Pods, stupid stuff, drink themselves to death, use wood grain to make some alcohol, we'll have less idiots on the road. That the gene pool will improve. I really don't see the problem.
yeah, I mean, agree. I mean, a good example is it's not classed as an explosive, I don't think, is Tenorite. It's legal here in Indiana. I can go to the no hell, what in the hell was the name of the store? Oh shit. Rural King. That's the name of the store. And it's sitting right out there on the shelf. You can go buy it. And when you shoot it, it explodes, but it's not an explosive. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's where I'm going. There's a department at the ATF and explosive that said dynamite is an explosive, but Tenorite isn't. How did they make that determination? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I don't know, but I can tell you, I bought quarter sticks from a kid in New York City at a bodega that carried them around inside a large cereal box under a bag of cereal. And I had some great times with that. Didn't hurt anybody, didn't bother nobody. There was some fish that suffered because, experiment, throw them off a bridge.
oh yeah,
That's a hell of a boom, let me tell you. But yeah, maybe a face of a Corey got rearranged a little bit, but nobody got hurt. It was a good time. I don't understand what the problem is. Stay the hell out of our business. We show up at some event, start doing something criminal, like, trying to harm people. That's a different story. Like, leave us alone. I don't know. I'm beating a dead horse here, but yeah, I think they could definitely simplify it, drop a lot of it down, and focus on real criminals. Doesn't matter, if you're a collector, you buy 50 guns in 1 week. I don't know,
Oh, I don't think it's
until you get charged for illegally selling them or something, then it's not a problem. I don't understand, and even that in some cases, it's your property. Do what the hell you want to do. I mean,
yeah.
you can resell shit from Amazon and everywhere else, like all these other places. What the hell's the difference if you want to turn a profit?
Actually, thinking about it now, I'm looking at this all wrong. Where I'm saying, like if you make something, they got to determine what it is. Why? What does it matter what we have?
The only thing that matters is what we do. So
Yeah.
you should be able to have a tank in your driveway. I know you can, but
Yeah, but without all the bullshit going
right.
on with
But
it.
you should be able to have some fully loaded if you want. As soon as you do something stupid, obviously the escalation, they're going to hit you with a freaking airstrike or something. I mean, it's going to be crazy, not necessarily because collateral damage, but it's you want to play war games on your property. That's your business. I don't understand what the problem. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just there's too much safety regulation, and then personally, like I said, I think a lot of it just goes back to money. It's like the whole suppressor. You can't have it, but if you pay us $200, you can have it.
Yeah.
What the hell? What's the difference? You're a safer person because you paid them $200.
Yeah.
What sense does that make? You know what I mean?
And also, countries who have more gun control than we do you can walk into a gun store and buy right off the shelf a suppressor.
It should be a common courtesy thing. Like, it's beneficial for other hunters and stuff. Somebody fires a shot, everything's not gone.
Yeah,
And
I
that's,
mean, it's
well,
like it's good for
in a
the
certain
hearing,
way.
saves your hearing from
Good.
going.
Yeah. You'll have a lot less deaf people down there trying to get taxpayers to pay for hearing aid if we do
Yeah,
this.
you're
And
absolutely
there's a
right.
lot to it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. My God, it's gone 8 o'clock already. Jesus. So it's time to wind it up. Don't mean to cut you short, but quiz.
Yeah, no problem.
The quiz question. And you've gotten to, when is it? Next Wednesday, which is the 5th of March, is when I do the drawing for the swag pack. And the question is, all I want to know is, what is the oldest time capsule discovered in the United States? Email me at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. And what is the oldest time capsule discovered in the United States? Now, I got my answer off of Google. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going what that says is the correct answer.
Now, do fossils count?
No. What is the oldest time capsule? Did you ever do it at school?
I don't know. I know what
Put
the
a bunch
time
of stuff in
capsules
it and
are,
buried
and
it?
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this too. But I don't want to spoil it or anything. But I've seen something recently about something like this. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah,
Most people did
just
it at school.
thinking like an owl pellet that was fossilized. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know,
that's not a
so
time
many
capsule.
100 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably stretching it.
Yeah, that is. Now, if you took the owl pellet and put it inside the thing that you made the time capsule out of,
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, so with that is the question for the quiz, and our hour is up. It went by real fast, and I hope you have a better day tomorrow, Rob. On the tires and everything
Me
like
too.
that.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I hope everybody has a better day. So.
Yes, and I think the new firearm is a good deal, and the pottery class is something you should, maybe you should both do it. Give you something.
Man, I'm probably gonna have to go down there and make sure it ain't some Patrick Swayze dude. Shit.
Anyway, with that, I'm going to wind this up, and because I can and I want to. And I will see you all next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. Oh, the clocks change soon, I believe, don't they? If I remember correctly.
I honestly don't know. I just assume that time's coming. So.
Yes. Not make, what you call it, the 9th of March. Daylight saving time comes back. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to say good night to everybody, and I'll see you all next week. So good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.
Watch out for potholes.